Well, nominations are rolling in for the upcoming 2018 Golden Globe Awards. Let's take a look at some of the nominations. Titles such as Coco and The Boss Baby received nominations for Best Animated Movie. James Franco is nominated for the comedy actor with his title The Disaster Artist, which apparently is amazing. Steve Carell was also nominated for Battle of the Sexes. Michelle Williams was also nominated, interestingly enough, for Best Actress with her title All the Money in the World. And as for Best Director, well, Christopher Nolan was nominated for his film Dunkirk, which I thought was a good choice, along with Steven Spielberg for his title The Post. Now, there has also been a lot of controversy in the press today, Katie, that a lot of people are unhappy with the list.
I know. Well, we didn't see any female directors nominated. I know that's a big controversy going on, but a lot of people talk about this as well. Late night audiences, we had to go without Jimmy Kimmel for a week as the host took off time to be with his young son after a second heart surgery. But last night, the comedian made up for lost time, giving fans a double dose of the Kimmel clan. He thanked all the guest hosts who gave their time so that Kimmel could be with his son. Exactly,
the poor little thing. And more news coming from late night host Jimmy Kimmel, who is trying to make sure Republican Roy Moore doesn't win in today's Alabama Senate race. Now, Federal Election Commission reports show that Kimmel made two $2,700 donations to Democrat Doug Jones' campaign at the end of November. Now, Kimmel has been in a Twitter feud with Moore, who is accused of questionable sexual behaviour spanning decades, everyone. As if we didn't really know that had been happening.
How hot will Star Wars The Last Jedi burn this weekend? Well, it's notoriously tough to predict a blockbuster's opening weekend, but forecasts range from, Troy, get this, $190 to $215 million just the first weekend. It would be anywhere from the 5th to 2nd best debut ever. The biggest opening of all time was 2015's Star Wars, which debuted at $248 million.
It's
One
crazy,
weekend.
Crazy. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to be a dad again, and it's a girl. The actor announced the news on Instagram on Monday with a post featuring his young daughter, a soon-to-be sis. The baby girl will be Johnson's second child with girlfriend Lauren Hashan, and he says as a teenage daughter from a previous relationship, so that's 3 girls all in his little family.
Actor Gary Oldman has been nominated for Best Actor for his performance as Winston Churchill in The Darkest Hour. Rapturous critics have praised Oldman's ability to capture, quote, the funny, terrifying, introspective, drunk, caring, and cold sides of the great man. Oldman talked about the role with Christiane Amanpour.
Oh, cool. And Seth Rogen, the most trusted man in America. What the? The usually comic actor is set to take a serious turn as Walter Cronkite in The Newsflash. Rogen will portray the legendary newscaster in a film about TV coverage of the assassination of US President John F. Kennedy in 1963. That's a wrap on What's Popping, everyone. There's more discussion to be had. Stick around after the break for more Table Talk.